Hi, and welcome to another episode of UView. Today I have my two guests, Tolu and Rick, and we're going to play a game. And we're going to play a game called Telephone. And we're going to respond to some prompts, do some improv, and we'll see what comes out.
Okay.
All right, I'll go first. Okay. You are the photographer for a wedding, but the wedding caterer is on the phone with you and she's angry. Carefully talk her down and give her the right number. Okay.
The right number.
Yes, hello, I'm the photographer. Okay, ma'am. So, I'm not the bride. Yes. Yeah, okay, so if the bride, I'm not the bride. Yeah, so I don't know anything about that. I didn't smash the cake. I didn't call it ugly either. Someone threw cake at you. Yes. Yeah, no, that wasn't me. I can give you the bride's number, though. I actually have her on speed dial, and I'll transfer you right over. Or maybe I'll just go. I'm gonna go. Okay, maybe I'll call 911. Okay, bye! All right, Rick, you wanna go next?
Really good. I don't know, that was pretty good performance. You had me believing it.
Okay.
Okay, all right, here we go. Oh boy.
There you go, a long one.
Yeah, long. You are the host of a 5-star restaurant.
Ooh.
See, I'm a photographer, so I should have had that one.
Me too.
Your new waiter has just whispered too loudly that an exterminator called to the restaurant and is waiting for you on the phone in the maid lobby. Casually schedule an appointment with him without letting your customers know what's wrong. Oh man, okay.
Who writes these?
I'm a waiter. I'm a new waiter. Oh, okay. You said, there's what crawling around? Okay. Well, there's a lot of people in here right now, so we got to be really careful. Can you give me about 20 minutes to get everybody out of here? And,
Clear out.
Clear out. Maybe I can pull the fire alarm or something. And so nobody will really know what's going on. Okay. All right. Just hang on outside. Park around the back so nobody sees your truck. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, cool. Just hang on. Wait for the alarm. Okay. All right. Bye.
That was a good one. The
Okay.
fire alarm. That'll get everybody out.
Yeah. Real quick.
All right, Tolu.
Okay. You are the manager of an antique home and find a stash of jewelry in the laundry room floorboards. You call the family to give them the good news, but the only surviving family member is 106 and hard of hearing. Work your way through it with Dixon.
First of all, his name is Dixon.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Yeah, my name is Tolu. I'm with Antique Homes Incorporated. I'm calling because we found some... Actually, I'm just gonna wish you a great rest of your day. It's been lovely talking to you. Bye.
All right, so we made off with the stolen jewels. And we'll see you guys in the next segment. Hi, welcome back. I'm here with my guest, Rick Tuttle, and we are going to be talking about his experience with the Kirkman House Museum, which is a museum that's right here in Walla Walla. And Rick, if you could tell us a little bit about what the Kirkman House Museum and where it's located.
Okay, well, it's located back by the post office, kind of between the post office and the Best Western Hotel, Colville and Cherry Streets. Nice. So we're at Walla Walla's only house museum, built in 1880 by William and Isabella Kirkman. and it's set up kind of as their house, but we highlight Walla Walla history as well.
Cool. And so this house features this family, and it tells a history about all of them. And so, but before we get to that, what are some other activities that you guys have at this museum? Because you guys have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're unlike a lot of museums, which are, you got a lot of ropes and you can't, go in rooms and things. We like to invite people in the museum. We let people like play the pianos and things. I always ask, hey, can you play the piano? Play the piano for me. I love it. I can't play, or the organ or whatever. So we're very hands-on in that respect, and we're very personal. We give you a really personal tour when you come in. One fun thing we've got is our exhibit dedicated to actor Adam West. So we've got a museum within a museum.
Little mini museum?
Yeah, a little mini museum. So, Adam was the 1966-60s Batman. So if you like Batman, that Batman, you'll love our Adam West room because there's some really cool stuff in there.
So if you want to see a little Batman mini museum, show up to the Kirkman House Museum. And you guys also have the murder mystery.
Murder at the Museum game. That's based on Clue. And the really fun thing about it is if you love Clue, you're going to love this because it's live. And the difference is that we play at night. So when you go to look for your clue, instead of taking a card from somebody, you actually got to go to a room in the museum to look for your clue, which could be a weapon or a body on the floor.
Oh.
But the trick is we play it at night and it's all dark and you just have a lantern to guide you. So
you may come across a body.
Yeah, it's really satisfying to hear screaming coming from various places in the museum. Because people like to hang out and scare their friends.
So is that like the funniest part of doing this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it cracks me up every time I hear that. Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so tell me a little bit more about this family. Who were they?
Well, see, I could go on for 2 hours, but so we got just a few seconds. So William Kirkman was born in 1831 in Ramsbottom, England.
Okay.
Which is up near Manchester. And his father was just worked in a textile mill, which he did as a child as well. Isabella Kirkman was from Ballybay, Ireland, and her parents were just flax farmers. So they came from nothing. He immigrated 1853 to the United States, and he made and lost several fortunes over his life. But once he got to Walla Walla, he went into the cattle business, and he did very, very well. So
you've told me about this, and I read a little about this, but how has the Kirkman family been a huge staple in shaping Walla Walla's community?
Well, that's a good question because you don't really see, our museum is the only legacy left of him in Walla Walla, but he saved Whitman College a couple of times, loaned or gave them money when they were in dire straits in the late 1800s. He was also on the board of trustees of the penitentiary. He was involved in getting the penitentiary located here.
So it's his fault.
It's his fault.
If you're ever wondering.
See that the story is here that the new state legislature let Walla Walla pick between Washington State College or the state penitentiary. They chose the penitentiary because colleges were kind of iffy propositions back then, So the pen was going to be a good, stable employer.
There's always going to be bad guys.
Right, you're always going to have bad guys. So he was very instrumental and influential in that.
Interesting. Okay. And you're telling about some of the challenges that they faced from their journey of being very poor, coming from nothing to where they were now being of influence. So what were some of the other challenges that they faced?
Right. We're really lucky, and we have a bunch of letters that he wrote home, which spanned 20 years, from the time period he arrived in America to about when he arrived here. And he went through many trials. One of the most interesting things, he was up in British Columbia. He was a butcher and a rancher, and he had a partner, and they decided that they were going to get rich quick and build a toll bridge across the Fraser River Canyon because the gold fields are another 300 miles north. And so he borrowed $10,000 to do this project, which that's a huge fortune at the time. And they started doing their job, the project. It was almost done within a few days of completing it, and one of the workers did something wrong. The whole thing falls into the canyon.
Oh.
so he's
terrible.
on the hook. There's no insurance. He's on the hook for the whole thing.
So he lost everything.
So he lost. yeah, he's on the hook for $7,000 by the time it was done. He could have got on his horse and, rode out of there as quick as he could, but he valued his good name. So he had to work off that debt.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
And so the Kirkman House has been through a lot of transformations over the past couple of years. Could you briefly tell me about a little bit what those were?
Well, of course, we started out as a family home. In 1919, the family gave the house to Whitman College to use as a freshman men's dorm for 4 years. So there were up to 30 boys in there.
That's
at
crazy.
any one time. Now, one guy who lived there went on to win a Nobel Prize in 1956. He completely changed our lives.
Really?
He co-invented the transistor. So that was a really big deal. When the college was done with the house, it was sold off and became an apartment house. So there were 12 apartments, 11 kitchens and bathrooms in there.
Wow.
And it was that way up until our organization bought the house in 1977. And then we started doing the restoration on it, and the last resident left in the mid-1990s.
So, how did you go about piecing together the Kirkman story after years of these different transformations?
Well, that's been a chore because that first group of our board didn't really care about the Kirkman family or anything. So it's been successive generations of AmeriCorps volunteers doing the research. And now we have a couple of board members who, or at least one in particular, that she loves to do research. And so she's just read every newspaper that was ever published for the past 150 years.
So she's knowledgeable in all of this.
Looking for every reference. And so that's how we kind of pieced it together. And we reestablished contacts with family descendants.
On that, our final question, because we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Are you related to the Kirkman family?
No, I'm not.
Ah, darn it.
I'm not, but sometimes I feel like I am.
Well, thank you, Rick, for joining us. Thank you for joining us and listening about Rick's story and how he's related, but not related to the Kirkman family. Have a great day.